We got time for a couple Super Mario 64 runs, although I gotta admit, my hands are cold, man. I got ice on my hands. I think they're going down. I can't believe it's happening in my hometown. This is variety. We're playing every game we play today. It is cold in, I mean, it's not cold in like a cosmic sense, but it's unseasonably cold in Vancouver right now. There's no way this isn't crispy. Did you hear the electricity come through as soon as we turned it on? You did? That's scary. I got so baited by false spring. Variety, the same 4 games you play every day for a month. Go look at the Streamer Awards nominees for Best Variety Streamer. I'm telling you, even in my least varied months, we're probably doubling the variety. If you look at it on a like multi-year schedule, we're probably like 10x the number of games played. So once you take one of those, you weren't thinking fast. You didn't think I had the hands on me, did you? Slash marker SM64. Happy, ready to go. SM64, Super Mario 64, ready to go. I've been baited by the false spring in Vancouver. And now we're back in winter. But honestly, like, it snowed last night a little bit, and I was pissed off. Then I remembered it was February. And I was like, okay, it makes sense. But come on, it's the end of February. I know, like, when you live in North America, not North America, when you live in, like, Ontario, winter starts, like, the morning after Halloween, and it ends, like, on Easter. But in Vancouver, it's more like, you know, it starts, like, December 1st, and it ends, like, February 1st. So I'm a little cheesed, honestly. Why are we paying so much for housing when it's -4 outside? What do you think this is, Boston? Wouldn't be caught dead. You ever notice how big Mario's nose is? He's got quite the schnoz on him. Never really noticed that before. He's too busy looking at his dumpy. What, do you play from the dumpy viewing angle? The schmovement. Incredible schmovement. I love when he hugs the wall like he's trying to find a stud. Like, if he wants to find a stud, just look in the mirror. You know? So true. So, thank you, thank you. I'm just telling it like it is, man. Don't. He's done it. There was never a doubt in my mind. Kings supporting kings. Is this turning into a horny stream? I don't know. I've embodied a lot of emotions so far. Sadness when we lost in Rogue Tower. Anger at backseating in Super Auto Pets. Maybe it's time to be horny. Did you know that LeBron James, over his whole career, averages 27.2 points per game, but has never had a single game where he scored 27.2 points? It's like such an interesting data set. Because you would that's his average, and yet he's never done it. How does that make any sense at all? +2, +2. Thank you, thank you. For those of you who don't know the rules of basketball, you can't really score a fractional point. You can only score in integer-based. can only score at an integer level. Chib, quick, Chib. How do you do texture? I don't know anymore. Okay, you know what? This one's for you. The world's slowest cannonless? I'll take it. Thank you for explaining the complicated rules of basketball. Honestly, basketball has a somewhat complicated rule set. I know people make fun of hockey, people make fun of soccer. Soccer's got a pretty easy rule set. It's just offsides that throws people, right? But in basketball, you got traveling, double dribble. Oh, try to stop the ball from going in the basket. Oh, not like that. That's goaltending. And then when you get, if you get knocked over, sometimes they get to shoot a free throw, sometimes you get to shoot a free throw. By the way, if you sink the basket from there on a free throw, it's only worth 1 point. But then if you sink a basket from there during normal gameplay, it's worth 2 points. You can only spend 3 seconds inside of the key. Why the heck do they even call it a key? It looks like a square. If anything, it kind of looks like a lock hole more than like a keyhole more than anything else. Basketball has a slightly complicated rule set, man. I mean, it's no Calvin ball. Am I right, fellow gamers? But I deserve that. Goaltending was always the one that bothered me the most. Like, I think goaltending is just... That was a rule made up by somebody who was mad that they were playing the best defense in NBA history. Kate showed me a video. She follows this, like, Korean news channel on YouTube, and sometimes they post news that's like, here's what's going on in Korea. And sometimes they're like, check out this strange or unusual stuff in the rest of the world. And they did a video on, like, a spotlight of this kid in 8th grade who was, like, 6'5". And they showed some footage of him playing basketball. I know he's just a child, okay? But if you're 6'5" in 8th... Or, he's 7'2". He's not 6'5", he's 7'2". If you're over 7 feet tall in the 8th grade, you shouldn't be able to play on your middle school basketball team, in my opinion. Because, like... Literally, it was just comical watching the footage. Like, he just walked up to the basket, nobody can stop him, and then drops the ball in the basket. Everybody else is like 5'3". They literally can't do anything to stop him. I mean, I know it's like, it sucks for him that he wouldn't be able to play in my league. But, like, think about how many other kids, like, days he's ruining. How are you supposed to defend somebody that's 7'2" in 8th grade? (7'2" isn't that tall? What the fuck are you talking about? Isn't there some ridiculous stat, like... 20% of the people over 7 feet tall play in the NBA or something? One of those stats where you're like, that can't possibly be true, but then it is. It's 10%? I mean, that's still insane. Like, look, honest question. Is there anybody in chat that's over 7 feet tall? In height. Chib? Maybe Chib. I'll allow that one. Can somebody do, like, can you check, like, the World Factbook? Like, what's the distribution of people that are over 7 feet tall? Like, it's gotta be less than, like, 1 in 100,000 births, right? %70 of people? Come on. There's 2,800 in the world? That's crazy, man. Well, that's like how... Doesn't the queen, like, write you a letter when you turn 100? When you're, like, 33, for example, that doesn't seem that crazy. 100. Then you think about, man, she's almost 100. She probably doesn't write that many letters a day. You start doing the math, you're like, I don't know, maybe, like, as of right now... I mean, keep in mind that people who are turning 100 this year were born in the damn 1920s. But, like, what? Probably, like, 1 in 50,000 men lives to 100? Maybe that's a slight underestimate. 1 in 1? Well, if we're talking about me... Is way less? Is way less than 1 in 50,000? That's fine, I'll live with that. That was a good red coins, man. You just gotta keep the banter going. As long as you keep the banter going, anything is possible in this life. I mean, I feel like the percentage is gonna go up. I know that there's, like, that's not true in all parts of even the developed world. But, like, people were really, like, mistreating themselves. It is funny how, like, the culture's changed, for sure. I was watching a Bill Hicks special, like, a couple nights ago. Bill Hicks is, like, one of the most influential comedians, probably, of, like, the last 40 years. But also, he's very angry and very edgy. He does, I think he says he wants to kill George Michael. Which I was like, come on, man. He doesn't, I mean, I guess he did commit, like, a felony later in life or something. But just because of faith, come on, man. Like, he's very edgy, but, he was talking about how much he hates non-smokers and, like, he wants them to die. And I'm like, man, you could not do that in 2022 because people would be like... I mean, I feel like back in, like, 1989, smokers versus non-smokers was, like, 50-50. And now it's, like, 8 versus 92. He'd get booed off the stage, perhaps. People would just be like, kind of a weird energy, Bill. Kind of a weird one. $92.8 if you're a chef. I'm not a chef, unfortunately. But I did make some delicious sheet pan salmon with crispy garlic kale last night. I'm not trying to start drama, okay? But you see how many streamers are sponsored by, like, HelloFresh? It's a profession where 2% of people that do it full time cook once a week or more. It's such a funny, like, brand fit to me. Also, don't at me. HelloFresh garbage tier. Don't at me. I had them for like a year. I did not like them. Too much packaging, small portion sizes, unnecessarily long recipes that aren't complicated. They're just too much work for the food that you get at the end. And also the recipe lies to you. Tells you can have it on the table in 30 minutes, which is not realistic. Also, my boxes were always soaked from ice. I feel bad, but, like, my only interfacing with those meal prep services now is legitimately, like, someone in our apartment building orders HelloFresh, like, once a week, and then they never pick it up. Like, it sits in the lobby from, like, Sunday morning until, like, Wednesday evening. And I don't know if, like... I don't know if they pick it up on Wednesday or if, like, custodial staff are just like, I don't think anybody's picking this up. We should just throw it in the garbage. but I imagine they have, like, something else going on in their lives that maybe makes it seem like that's a Herculean task. Obviously, like, someone thinking rationally wouldn't leave raw meat and vegetables in a shared area for, like, you know, 4 or 5 days at a time. You're the top streamer in my directory not streaming Elden Ring. Let's pog up for that. We stay winning. Tomorrow I will be streaming Elden Ring. But to be honest, not to be an analytics Andy, I don't really expect the Elden Ring, the numbers to be like super pog. My experience with playing new games at launch, Souls is a little different, I guess, because I got some experience and familiarity. But, usually it's just about the same, you know? I'm just excited to play it for myself. Maybe we'll start with a randomizer. That would be sick. Is it out yet? Is the randomizer out yet? You know, the modders are quick these days. I'll take that. Day 0 randomizer. The way Miyazaki intended. Did Pablo Picasso have any kids? So, because, like, here's what I was thinking, okay? What I was thinking is, like, if you're Pablo Picasso's kid, couldn't you just be, like, a millionaire? Or better by just becoming a painter anyway? And even if your art sucked, people would, like, look at it and be like, oh, this is garbage. And then he'd go like, actually, it's a Picasso. And they'd be like, oh, I creamed my pants, oh, it's a Picasso? They don't need to know that it's like a Bill Picasso, not a Pablo. No. You don't see a lot of Bills these days, huh? See, I know a few Wills, but not too many Bills. I guess it's supposed to be the same, but they don't go by Bill anymore. What the hell is going on? The coolest dream we had, chances blown. You don't see any Bills anymore. You don't see any Ethels no more. What the... You guys like The Offspring? The kids are all right. It worked. That never works. The Schmovement. We don't like The Offspring anymore? I thought The Offspring were kind of cool. Okay. That's fine. That one's for the old schools. That's for the old heads, a little Simone. Insane pace. Go. Ooh, one cycle, maybe. I don't really know what it means. This is the one, my insane pace. I've never seen 1930, and I never frickin' will. Holy, holy, holy. Hello, Squeaks. Hello. How are the Barenaked Ladies cool now, but the Offspring aren't? I don't think the Barenaked Ladies are cool. They're not cool to me until they add Stephen Page back into the band. I don't care if they have interpersonal conflicts. They need the best Barenaked Lady to be back in the squad. For me to listen to them, at least. That was not gold? What the heck? It's like having, you're absolutely right. It's like Destiny's Child trying to operate like without Beyonce. They just had like, you know, Kelly Rowland and then Michelle. I don't even know her last name. No offense, like she was still in Destiny's Child, but like, you know, it's more than I can say about my life. It's in. There's no way that's not in. One week was a bop. 1 week still is a bop. It's a great bop. It's a classic song, a Canadian classic. Barenaked Ladies have some bops, man. It's hard to divorce the fact that I like grew up listening to those like Gordon and Stunt era jams and think about them objectively. Like This Old Apartment, Enid's a classic. I knew it too. I knew it. It might still be possible. I think it might still be possible. An early death hurts less. Many people are saying this. Many of the best speedrunners are saying this. That's fine. A bonk, an early bonk hurts less. You know what? That one was not it either. If we went for that jump, I'm just being honest, we would have bonked again. I could tell from the pixels. Like that was a bonk waiting to happen. It's pretty tight. The pixels, so true. Sorry, Fortnite and Cola, yippee. True, Fortnite and Cola, yippee. It's so insane to me, like the longer I try to grind to beat my PB. Okay, that's fine. It's so insane to me that Apollo got like a sub 19 in like a week. And then he got like, he went from like, I don't know what I'm doing, to I have a 1901 in a week. And then hit like peak speedrunner like frustration. That's like, oh, bad RNG manipulation. I don't want to play this ever again. And took like a month off. And is still like by far the best out of all of us. Like, how does that happen? It's crazy. It's crazy. This is a little two-tap. That's something they won't teach you in the tutorials. Alright, I'll just jump off the edge. I don't think it was PBable to begin with, once we came in there at like 2106. But, definitely jumping off the edge is not going to make it any better. No look. My points? We didn't run a casino this time. If you lost points, you're honestly like, you got scammed. You gotta ask for your money back, like Tobias Funke speaking to Carl Weathers. Little technique called bait out a little fire attack to make our life easier. It's kind of like a cousin of damage boosting. Any advice on how to become a good YouTuber? Nope, not at all. Export your Twitch VODs daily so that you don't fall behind. Because you're going to tell yourself, like, oh, tonight, like, I'm a little tired. I don't want to export my Twitch VODs. I'll just export them all tomorrow. But then tomorrow, like, spoiler alert, you're gonna be fucking tired again, but now you're just gonna have twice as much work to do. So you're gonna be like, why didn't I do it last night? You gotta stay on top of it. Yahoo! Okay, run it back. Run it back. 1950 summer best. Oh, baby. We got time for one more. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Don't you just need to press a button to export? It's not really like the uploading process. Like, I'm not manually typing in the data from the input stream into YouTube. It's going like this. And then using the Photoshop magic wand tool to slice around my head. Even though, like, the problem... this is why I wear a lot of dark shirts, is because, like, the magic wand does well separating me from the shirt. But, like, if I wear a light shirt and the wall is, like, almost the same color as my skin, according to the magic wand tool, that shit could take hours, man. Hire somebody to do that for you? No, I'm, like, cheap. Also, like, the way my current workflow is, I would be a bad boss, just being honest. Because I need the turnaround on the thumbnails to be, like, 15 minutes. So you would be, like, on, like, 18-hour-a-day on call. You might be taking a shower. I'm like, hey, I need these thumbnails in 10 minutes before I go to bed. I promise. And also, like, I've talked about this with Daniel. One of the reasons that, like, I've never hired up to... I'm not saying I never would. And I never will! But one of the reasons, like, I've never hired somebody to work on the YouTube channel is I just don't want to complicate what is already, like, a dream job with bureaucratic bullshit. Which is not fair to say, but, like, I don't want to have a meeting with somebody. Like, if I have to go to Discord and type in, hey, these are the videos I recorded today, can you make me a thumbnail? By the time I'm done typing the message, I could have been 20% of the way through making the thumbnails, probably. Might as well just, like, stay lean and do it myself. Like, I'd rather do the work than talk about doing the work. The real reason I would hire somebody else to do it is they'd probably just be, like, a lot better than me. I think that they would pop off more, but, like, it's not that big of a deal. You're strawmanning yourself out of a big quality of life upgrade? Who's the straw man? I'm the one actually doing the job. You're the one telling me what would be better for my happiness by making up my emotions in your head. You're the one making the straw man. I've been doing this shit for like a decade, you fool. You're trying to tell me what would make my work-life experience better. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna restart this one. You already beat Elden Ring? Dude, I hate to say it. Who's gonna tell him? You just missed it.
It's me, Mario.
Like, we literally just beat the Gwyn. I mean, the final boss. I mean, the final boss.
Dear Mario,
Sorry. No clips, mods. Sorry, I'm gonna delete the VOD real quick.
Toadstool. Peach.
Forget about it. So, that's good words to live by. How would you rate it now that you've beaten it? Probably say it's like a 4. Yeah, it's like a 4. But 4 out of 10, but 8 out of 10 with rice. One of these days I'm going to get that. ancient meme. Come on, that's probably from like 2016, right? That little kid was not eating all the foods with rice. He made like a post a minute for 2 days. You're not eating ice cream and rice and then immediately making, you know, like a craft singles and rice. You fucking liar. You little shit. You piece of garbage. I hope he wasn't on Team Periwinkle. Now we're talking! I'm running it back. Three, two, one, go. YouTube's going well. I'm like, honestly, like, the thing that, I'm not in a bad place on YouTube at all. I'm actually mostly just struggling to reconcile that, like, some of my best months of YouTube in history have come when I put, like, the least amount of work into it. Whereas, like, you know, 2016 to 2019, I was busting my ass being like, I gotta get these Isaac episodes out here. I was still doing fine, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not necessarily complaining. But, like, I was like, I can't take my foot off the gas pedal, because if I take my foot off the gas pedal, I'll never be able to get it going again. I'll lose all this momentum that I built up. Had a baby, was forced to take my foot off the gas pedal, and is going, like, better than ever. Breathing deep, getting the mom's lung in the Isaac mines. Real voice. Come on! 7 hours of Isaac in a tiny little broom closet daily, just so in case I got a cold, I would still have episodes coming out every single day. What the hell was I thinking? Could have been riding the Peloton back then, man. Think about what my wattage would be like now if I just invested like 5% of that time into the Peloton. Oh, man. I'm gonna restart this one. We got time. I'm gonna get this bomb clip, man. I'm gonna get it. I remember being devastated. You said you would go from 3 to 4 Isaac videos a day down to 2. We were both stupid at the time. That's the take-home message, I think, from that one. When Rebirth came out, I legit did do 4 Isaacs a day for a period of time. That's just asinine. That was foolish. Now, I'm not gonna say it didn't do okay during that time, but like, man, gotta have like a 20 video backlog to cover you for a week. I'm just out of stuff to say in Isaac episodes. You can tell in like the newest episodes, I'm starting to talk about the game. I don't know. What do you want me to say? I've done 6 hours on people who don't use their signal lights. Like, what do you think that you're gaining by not hitting your signal light at this point? Like, I think that... Quick reset. Quick reset. What does this item do? Look it up on the wiki. Oh, it does nothing anyway. It's a damage upgrade, but it hasn't been implemented into the game yet. So when you pick it up, it literally does nothing at all. Have David Guetta say it. Shout out to his family. He's done it. I told you I wasn't washed. I told you I wasn't washed.
Here we go!
1 in 5, baby. I'm going poo, but I'm leaving the door open so I can see if you PB. You're really like planning ahead, right? Like if we're PBing, it won't be for like 22 minutes or something. That's a long pooper, man. Holy cow. Yeah, don't you have a phone? How are you typing right now? I don't understand. I'm so confused. Guess I could world record. That's true. That's true. Squeak, squeak. How do you texture setup? This looks good to me. I'm not sweating it. So it's not a bad thing when the game goes. I always thought that was like you're dead. I can't poop with the door open, man. I don't feel right. Like, it's just a personal thing. I like my pooping to be like as private as possible. You might consider that humorous, considering like I do talk about bowel habits like on the stream. But like I don't want my wife to like smell my poop or walk in and be like, "What did you eat?" I don't want my cats like rubbing up against my legs and like you're trying to tickle my knees with their tail and stuff like that. Like for me, that's like, I want that to be as private as possible. I want the room to have a very loud fan, if possible. Like, I'm the master of my own house, but you never know. Like, sometimes my wife will come home and, like, one of her friends will be with her. I don't want to be in a situation where I got, like, the door open for a poop in that situation. She's gonna have to explain to her friend, sorry, my husband has incredibly stinky flatulence. Like, I close the door. I don't think I gain anything from it being open. Done. People shit, get over yourself? Yeah, but like, why not just close the door? Just seems... It's both polite and it feels right for me, too. Like, why... Okay, why don't you just remove the door for... Because, like, that's the most private thing you're gonna do in the bathroom is dump. If you're not gonna close your bathroom door when you're taking a dump, you might as well just rip that thing off. You might as well just put, like, one of those bead walls there. A new version of Wave Link is available? Why don't you remind me later on that one? Not the bead wall. One step ahead of you. That was a good start. Thank you. I was waiting for a lot of people just going, Dan's game, Dan's game, I'm eating, Dan's game. Someone was like, nice side flip. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Glad we have some individuals of distinguished taste watching the stream. Not everybody's just talking about pooping. Some people... Whoa! No, I was in chat. My gold! I was in chat. My gold. And a gold Womps is like... It's so rare. The Schmovement's kind of good, too. Got caught glance. It's because I had to click on the Wave Link to tell it I don't need a mic upgrade in the middle of my stream. Like, do you close the door? This is for the non-door closing poopers. Do you close the door when you shower? Because, like, the shower already has a door or a curtain on it to begin with. So I would imagine for you to be consistent, you would have to keep the shower closed, but your bathroom door open. But even when I shower, I keep the bathroom door closed. I don't want, like, I don't want cold air getting in. I don't want the steam to escape. I live alone. I never close any doors. Even when I lived alone, like in South Korea, which is as alone as you can get, I still think I closed my bathroom door when I pooped, honestly. It was just like, if someone breaks into my apartment It's a very minor concern, right? Like, it's probably not gonna happen. But if somebody breaks into my apartment, I don't want to get Vincent Vega, you know? I would at least like to have some time to prepare for the ambush, you know? That's a nice gold, too. Ooh. No, I don't keep an SMG in my kitchen. But still, you know, it's the principle. It's the principle of the matter. What the heck? Oh, you know what? It was slight fool's gold. Because we did split probably like half a second late from Womps. It's not that bad, though. One of these days, we're going to get that wall kick. And then there's going to be carnage. Wow, okay. Not today, though. If I fell off of the level there, we were going into zombs. So honestly, like, consider yourself lucky. I'll just get hit like every electric ball on the way up, if you don't mind. I know what you're going to say. NL, why would you do that? Because I've seen it done. Is that not how you make that jump there? It's so much harder than it looks. These damn speedrunners are making it look so easy that I was like, oh, I can just implement this out of nowhere. It's mostly their fault. Look at that. We recovered. Hater Goomba. You see that recovery, though? You see that wall kick? This is the one, my insane pace. Beautiful. Just go faster. What the heck? Okay, well, let's play some zombs. End of SM64. Have you ever considered improving your route? This is an honest question. It's an honest question. What is there to improve at this point? From a realistic standpoint. Look, even Squeaks says nothing. Do not change your route. And Squeaks, he's probably got like one of the top 200 16-star times. Is that, I'm not even trying to BM. Is that fair?